Eyewitness News starts now.
Next on Eyewitness News at 5, a terrorist attack overseas. 2 are dead, several others are injured. We have an update from London. Plus, closer to home, Valley residents hit the malls. This is Black Friday. We're live with the crowds, the deals, and more.
Showers and snow still falling, and another powerful storm system arrives tomorrow night in your pinpoint weather forecast.
This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 5.
Tonight, new details on a terrorist attack that killed 2 and injured several others in London. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning us in. I'm Ken Malloy. Catherine Herr is off tonight. Tonight, British police confirm that 2 people are dead and others have been injured after a man attacked a crowd with a knife. It happened on the London Bridge. Officers later shot and killed the suspect. Riley Carlson shows us what happened.
British police surrounded a man on London Bridge after he stabbed people with a knife and then opened fire, killing him. Those nearby screamed and ran in terror.
We just heard the helicopters and the sirens.
Witnesses say members of the public tackled the suspect and held him down before police arrived.
For me, they represent the very best of our country, and I thank them on behalf of all of our country.
Nearby buildings were evacuated after the attack that happened at around 2 Friday afternoon.
The mass rushing of people falling over each other, smashing bottles and knocking things over.
Police say they do believe this attack was terrorism. They also say they believe the suspect had a hoax explosive device strapped on his body.
We are also working at full tilt to understand exactly what has happened and whether anyone else was involved.
2 years ago, terrorists struck this same bridge, plowing down pedestrians and attacking people in a nearby market, killing 8. Riley Carlson, CBS News, London.
Also overseas, Dutch police are looking for a suspect who stabbed 3 people, all under the age of 18. This happened in a busy shopping district. The suspect is described as a man in his 40s or 50s. He was wearing a gray jogging tracksuit. No motive yet for the crime. The 3 victims are now being treated at area hospitals there. New at 5. A murder suspect now behind bars. Detectives with the Fresno County Sheriff's Office say that 36-year-old Jesus Capuchin shot and killed a 30-year-old victim. The shooting happened Wednesday. Deputies were called to McKinley and Phelan Avenue around 5:30 at night for an assault and reports of gunshots. The victim's friend reportedly called 911. When deputies arrived, they found the victim wounded and lying on the ground. They did perform CPR, but unfortunately, he died at the scene. Detectives say that Capuchin was responsible for the shooting and arrested him yesterday morning. He is now facing charges of murder as well as charges for spousal abuse, which he had an outstanding warrant for. In developing news, Fresno firefighters responded to an early morning blaze at an auto repair shop. This happened at Belmont and Maple around 7:30 this morning. They found 5 cars fully engulfed in flames inside the building. In addition to that, they had to cut through the locks to get inside. Crews also had to deal with chemicals inside the building.
And of course, with the mechanical and chemicals, we make sure our crews are being protected and going through some cleaning and after they get done with the fire.
The cause of the fire is still under investigation. New at 5, it's officially the day after Thanksgiving, and that means one thing: Black Friday shopping. But with more and more people ordering online, how are brick-and-mortar stores doing locally? CBS 47's Medeiros Babb joins us live at the River Park Shopping Center in Fresno with the answer. Medeiros.
Well, Ken, it is increasing the foot traffic here at River Park, but it wasn't overwhelmingly busy this morning, and that's for a couple of reasons, including the fact that Black Friday is now starting on Thanksgiving night. However, it still seems to be a 50-50 split whether or not people are shopping in-store or online. People with bags in their hand pile into the stores at River Park Shopping Center, hoping to get the best deals and sales of the season.
Just getting ready to do a little Black Friday shopping. Got a couple stores we want to go to.
According to the National Chamber of Commerce, Americans spend an average of $1,000 on the holidays, and last year, Adobe Analytics reported U.S. consumers spent over $6 billion on Black Friday alone. Bath & Body Works employee Elizabeth Beltran is spending her day helping customers who are coming to the store earlier than seasons before.
Yes, and then we've been staying open later and later. So like last night we closed at 1:30, and then they opened up at, I believe it was 4 this morning.
Although some may come for the shopping, others are here to get in the holiday spirit, whether that be taking pictures with Santa or spending time with their loved ones.
Good job, kiddos.
A lot of cousin and sister time, so it was a lot of fun this week.
It's a true blessing to spend time with family, so it's wonderful to be here.
Yes.
These sisters' little ones couldn't agree more. What's your guys' favorite part about Christmas?
Spending with my friends and family.
Now, as you can see, it is pretty popular, but it seems that the trends are now shifting more and more online, especially with Cyber Monday. Reporting live from River Park, Meteorologist, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher. We're going to be hit with another powerful storm. It starts tomorrow night. Let's start, though, with a look through our Valley Cam network. It's powered by Master Storage 365. This is our live Picket solar camera in Fowler. Temperatures in Fowler right now are in the mid-40s. It's 47 degrees, and you can see the mountains there in the background in the center of your screen behind the Picket solar panels there on the rooftop of B Sweet Citrus. I'll look at the Sierra right now, where there are some showers still falling. Another system to arrive tomorrow, of course, and then this earlier this morning, where we did see some more hail in the Porterville and Visalia area. Zooming out, there are a few showers. These are lighter, moving through Los Banos on their way to Merced. We'll pinpoint it all for you straight ahead in your full pinpoint weather forecast.
Justin, thank you much. Speaking of the weather, it is opening day for China Peak Ski Resort today. Crowds lined up early this morning for some great conditions. These are some of the first chair riders who hit the slopes at 9 o'clock this morning. The resort says they've already gotten about 5 feet of snow. And while folks went up the mountain earlier today, they are expecting even more fresh powder on Sunday. The resort says this is the earliest season opening they've had since 2010. In other news around the state of California, it's been over a year now since the small town of Paradise was destroyed by a wildfire. But tonight, we have a heartwarming story from that town. The town's high school football team is dominating its rivals this season. Jonathan Vigilati has more.
On this Friday night, lights shine on a 12-0 team, not because of its winning record, but because of the loss it's had to overcome to get here.
We have so much more to play for than just football.
It's been a year since the most destructive wildfire in California history ripped through Paradise, killing 86 people and destroying about 14,000 homes.
The front door would be right there.
Most of the players, including running back Lucas Hartley, lost everything. Like many others, his family had to leave the area. Last year's team was forced to forfeit their season and faced an uncertain future.
Nobody wants to tell the victim story anymore. Everyone wants to tell the story about moving forward.
To do that, they've returned to the field, many driving 40 minutes each way to get to practice.
There's still only 3 kids living in Paradise. Football brings some normalcy for them, so they want to win, they want to be successful, and it gives them kind of an escape from all the other issues that are going on from being displaced from the fire.
And their dedication to the game is re-energizing their community.
To see them play with the heart that they're playing with, it's fantastic.
We have something to prove. It's incredible how many people have been coming out to the games. We show up to games an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours away, and we'll go and pack the visitors' sideline and bring more people than the home team sometimes.
That support has helped push them to a perfect season. Win or lose this Saturday, these teams have already become hometown heroes.
To give you an idea of just how supportive their fans are, the fire forced about 95% of the community to leave. Right now, fewer than 2,000 people still live in the town, but reportedly 3 times that number, 6,000 fans, show up on Friday nights to watch the Bobcats take to the field. Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Great story. Speaking of football, tonight high school football action continues. It's the final CBS 47 Sideline Show featuring highlights and scores from all across the Central Valley. You can catch them tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 5 in Southern California, a woman is making a difference for women facing breast cancer. We will show you how. Plus, in Palm Springs, a celebrity spreads a little holiday cheer for shoppers. We'll show you more.
news is happening. And when news breaks, you have questions. CBS 47 works to get you answers, investigating the issues you care about, to be your voice, to be your eyewitness, and to make sense of it all. Every night, Murrow and Emmy Award-winning Eyewitness News investigates with Ken Malloy and Catherine Herr on CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
The 59th annual floor sample closeout at Fashion Furniture is going on now. Leather power recliners that were $13.99 for just $6.99. Or power reclining console love seats with power headrest during the 59th annual floor sample closeout at Fashion Furniture. All items subject to prior sale. Ask about 0% financing.
Hurry into Clovis Volkswagen for Black Friday savings all month long during the Sign Then Drive sales event. Make a statement. Drive a Jetta S for $159 a month plus tax. Sign Then Drive at Clovis Volkswagen, just off the 168 freeway on Herndon Avenue and at clovisvw.com.
I got 50% off everything.
At Central Valley Honda dealers, 14 days of Black Friday. Get door-busting deals without busting anything at all on Civic and more. See your Central Valley Honda dealer.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
In Southern California, a woman is giving her fellow breast cancer survivors a reason to be thankful. She knits bra inserts for women who have undergone surgery. Chris Martinez shows us how she's helping women around the world.
Every day, Pat Anderson sits in her favorite chair and does what she does best.
I've been knitting since I was about 8.
Now 87, she's using her knitting skills to help survivors of breast cancer, just like her.
I was diagnosed in the summer of 2006 because of the location of the tumor. I needed to have a mastectomy.
During her recovery, Pat tried a number of makeshift prosthetics, from silicone to socks, but nothing ever fit or felt quite right until she crafted a solution of her own. Pat made these knitted inserts called busters, and they worked so well for her, she decided to make them for other women undergoing mastectomies.
I had been waiting for years for the right retirement project to come along so I could retire. And this was perfect.
So Pat recruited some fellow master knitters, and they went to work. Together, they've knitted pairs for women around the world. Pat has made the most.
It's approaching 1,000 pairs.
That's about 8,000 hours of knitting. Pat doesn't charge for busters. Every set is free.
A personal gift from one survivor to another.
The hundreds of cards and emails from over the years are thanks enough.
Bless you and all you do. You are an angel.
She hopes her creation brings comfort.
And to help them begin to feel like normal women again and not victims. And I guess that's what I would say, you know. Remember, we're still the same people we always were.
Helping women cope with cancer, one stitch at a time. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Escondido, California.
What a fantastic story. Meanwhile, in Palm Springs, shoppers got a little surprised when they ran into top-selling pop singer Sia. She went to Walmart and TJ Maxx, where she spent time hugging customers and then paying for their merchandise. At first, she told shoppers there her name was Cece and that she had won the lottery, but some savvy shoppers figured out the star's real identity. Nice to see. On the weather front, how are things shaping up for the weekend?
We are looking at another wintry storm. It arrives tomorrow night, the very latest next in your Pinpoint Weather Forecast.
Stay connected with breaking news as it happens. Instantly accessible at yourcentralvalley.com with current stories from your community and the latest pinpoint weather conditions all day, every day. CBS 47 Eyewitness News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com.
You got to be proud of what you do. You got to be detailed, element by element.
I've been trained to notice things that most human eyes don't see.
I feel like I put my soul into the cars.
Your work ethic, the product you provide, reflects on your name.
We sign off.
We sign off.
So you can sign on.
The Sign Then Drive event is on. Lease a new 2019 Jetta. 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month, and 0 due at signing.
Rally's has a pot roast melt for just $2.99. So good you'll think they kidnapped your grandma. Except Granny never put hers on a sourdough bun, and she never stacked it high on a juicy burger. Just $2.99. Only at Rally's. Get Rally's delivered.
Hey, it's your Sandman here. Down here. I bet you didn't know getting rid of your old mattress was so easy. Your retailer can pick it up when they deliver your new one. Drop it off at a participating Bye Bye Mattress location, or contact your city about curbside pickup. Then your old mattress may be recycled into lots of new, useful things. It's like a big old swipe right for the earth. Visit buybuymattress.com for details.
Glow bright, and all your dreams take flight. Lease the E350 sedan for $529 a month at the Mercedes-Benz winter event. Hurry in today.
Describe healthy.
Being strong. Feeling strong and happy.
Yearly checkups.
Going to every well check. Taking time for me.
Feeling good. CalViva Health. Healthy is a local healthcare plan at no cost to you.
Wall Street banks took advantage of millions of Americans during the recession. So my wife, Kat, and I took action. We started a nonprofit community bank with a simple theory. Give people a fair deal and real economic power. Invest in the community, in businesses owned by women and people of color, in affordable housing. The difference between words and actions matters. That's a lesson politicians in Washington could use right now. I'm Tom Steyer, and I approve this message.
She's brought us the world. Now, she brings us truth and understanding right when we need it most. The CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell.
It's the December to Remember sales event going on right now at Fresno Lexus.
Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good evening to you. I'm CBS 47 meteorologist Justin Sacher, and this is our backyard. It's Sewanee Meadow up in Yosemite, looking picture perfect with all the fresh snow. Up in Shaver, this is just a holiday delight. Unfortunately, we're going to see the next storm system pour rain on top of this fresh snow, and it's really going to ruin kind of the look of things after all this snow and cool temperatures. Right now, there are a few showers. This is from Los Banos all the way to Merced, but this is really light stuff. This is the tail end of the round one storm system. The one that arrived before Thanksgiving brought all that rain early on Wednesday morning and on through Thanksgiving Day. Right now, there's not much else to look at, but putting the pinpoint forecast into motion, you see the setup of a big rainmaker. This one's warmer, so we are going to see rain on top of snow in those mid-level mountain areas like at Shaver Lake. And these showers will linger. In fact, we're looking at more rainy days through the week ahead than we are looking at dry ones. Snow much higher in the 7,000-foot range rather than the 2,000-foot range, which was extra low with this last system. By the time we get to later on into the week ahead, it does look like we have yet more moisture headed this way. So this is going to be an ongoing series of storms. Precipitation forecast looking between a half and an inch of new precipitation from the system that arrives later through the weekend, beginning tomorrow night. In places like Hume Lake that have snow right now, we're going to see an inch and a half of rain on top of it. At Lodgepole and Sequoia National Park, probably about 6 inches or so of snow and a few feet of snow from Post Peak to Tioga Pass. But in Yosemite, where we saw that beautiful picture, it is going to be wet rain on top of that snow. Same thing going on at Shaver Lake. Huntington Lake will likely stay snow, although there are some times through the middle of the day that temperatures will probably be warm enough to melt a little bit of that snow each day. 48 degrees outside right now here in Fresno. It is 50 degrees in Hanford. Your solar forecast from Renewable Solar shows another downtick in solar generation because of the added storm systems headed our way. Air quality is great outside right now, and pollen levels are low through the next 4 days from Dr. A. Maminian and the Allergy Institute. Temperatures tonight not quite as cool as we had feared, so this raises us out of the chance for looking at frosty conditions tonight. 52 degrees for Fresno's high for tomorrow. Temperatures, though, within a few degrees of freezing to the south of Fresno. If you are in one of those low-lying areas that tends to get frost, like Orange Cove or Kingsburg, do keep in mind that maybe you do want to cover plants. A look at mountain temperatures here. Cool one tonight, and then your pinpoint weather forecast for the Sierra showing snow turning to rain and snow with higher snow levels through the weekend into the week next week. Here in the valley, we do have the next one arriving tomorrow night, rain Sunday, and then showers through much of the week ahead.
Okay. Thanks, Justin. Well, take a look at this. Skiers and snowboarders up at Mammoth Mountain got a little bit of a surprise on the slopes. People riding up the lift spotted a baby and a mama bear, both perched up in a tree, as you can see. The resort says the bears hung out for a while, enjoyed the view before climbing down the tree and then eventually disappearing back into the woods. In Fresno, the Chaffee Zoo is getting into the holiday spirit. Zoo Lights kick off tonight. The annual event features miles of lights throughout the zoo, live entertainment, festive treats, and even pictures with old Santa Claus.
Get to the North Pole, please.
Tonight, pour a cup of hot chocolate and settle in for holiday classics on CBS.
That's a great idea.
Frosty the Snowman was a fairy tale, they say.
There could only be one king in this crowd.
Yay! Imagine that.
Frosty the Snowman, followed by Frosty Returns.
Let's make a party out of it.
The holiday magic begins tonight at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Surround yourself with protection. The 2020 Nissan Altima with available Safety Shield 360 technologies. 6 systems that help look out for you. This is all-around protection. This is Nissan Intelligent Mobility. Get a low $199 per month lease on Altima or get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 12 models.
How do I use better than bouillon? I just add a spoonful to my marinades.
To stir fries,
Sauces.
just whisk it in.
Brush it on. Sauté.
It adds a cooked all day taste.
That doesn't take all day.
Better than bouillon. Don't just make it better.
It's dinner time in America, and the breadwinner arrives home from a long day at work. Now the family can sit down at the table, where everyone knows to be mindful of their manners.
Dinner time has changed. Our quality hasn't. Reynolds Wrap, foil made in the USA since 1947.
It's easy to shrink into your own little world. Especially these days.
I think it's here.
Especially at this age.
Where are we going?
It's a big, beautiful world out there.
Wow.
Sometimes you just need a little help seeing it.
The 3-row Subaru Ascent. Love. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
Visit Lithia Subaru of Fresno for a test drive today.
In a single lifetime, a person experiences as many moments as there are stars in the sky. But to make a moment into a memory, you have to do something that will last forever. Give in the moment to live in the moment. For unmatched variety, from designer to custom crafted, there's only one place to go. Rogers Jewelry. Since 1937.
CBS 47 invites you to the Jingle Bell Run.
Register online today.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Tonight, President Trump is back in Florida after a surprise visit to U.S. troops in Afghanistan on Thanksgiving Day. He said his visit to Bagram Air Base was a great Thanksgiving. While there, he announced that peace talks with the Taliban have resumed. He also says he wants to continue to reduce the number of troops in Afghanistan.
We'll be down at a number that's a good number, and we're going to stay until such time as we have a deal or we have total victory.
President Trump says he is committed to bringing more U.S. troops home. Well, the price of a fresh-cut Christmas tree is going up this year. Christmas tree production is down about 33% from 1977. Droughts and wildfires have also been factors in that. Prices have more than doubled since 2008. The National Christmas Tree Association says the average price for a Christmas tree this year is about $76. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 5, today marks Black Friday, but tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. How you can help support local businesses in Old Town Clovis. That's next.
People say wow the first time they walk into a book barn. 2 floors packed with books to suit every interest. Classics, the latest novels, and a large children's book and activity area. Come find something you didn't know you were looking for at a book barn. You'll say wow too.
Lease the 2019 Acura ILX for $219 a month for well-qualified customers. Visit your Acura dealer today. And now for the fun stuff.
Going to be a pretty good cowboy was when he was about 3 years old. He and I were riding through the pasture, and I noticed his little gray pony was going to jump the ditch. I hollered back at him, hold on, hold on. Zane's feet went up in the air and his head went back. When he landed on the other side, he looked at me and I looked at him, and I thought he was going to cry, and he said, cowboy. And I said, that's right, son, you're a cowboy.
There are those who will say that you're too fat, too skinny, too hard, too soft, too old, too much, too unexpected, too limited. And to them we say, too bad. Because at Kaiser Permanente, we believe that everyone deserves the right to thrive.
Hurry into Clovis Volkswagen for Black Friday savings all month long during the Sign Then Drive sales event. Drive an Atlas S 4Motion starting at only $298 a month plus tax. Sign Then Drive at Clovis Volkswagen, just off the 168 freeway on Herndon Avenue and at clovisvw.com.
We got an HD TV for $29.
Yeah, we did.
At Central Valley Honda dealers, 14 days of Black Friday. Get door-busting deals without busting anything at all on CRV and more. See your Central Valley Honda dealer.
Lease the 2019 Acura ILX for $219 a month for well-qualified customers. Visit your Acura dealer today. And now for the fun stuff.
To watch CBS 47 Eyewitness News anytime, go to Xfinity On Demand and click Get Local.
Do you know what your child is doing online?
CBS 47 knows that protecting children is a priority.
Kids online are exposed to sexual materials, solicitations, threats, and harassment, but we can help protect them.
EECU, Fresno Unified, the Internet Crimes Children's Task Force, and CBS 47 have launched the CyberSafe Parent Program.
Each week, we're providing resources and information to protect your children from online dangers. Go to yourcentralvalley.com now to see the CBS 47 CyberSafe Parent Program.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is always available at yourcentralvalley.com. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Finally from us, don't forget tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. It's your chance to support our local businesses. In Old Town Clovis, businesses are hosting what they are calling a stress-free shopping experience. Many stores will be waiving all sales tax fees. Also, while you're doing the holiday shopping, they'll have holiday specials, prizes, and even raffle drawings. Looks good.
Stress-free, that's nice.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, especially this time of year. We are looking at some weather stress. We do have another storm system heading in tomorrow night. We'll have a rainy day on Sunday with mountain snow and wet weather throughout much of the week ahead.
Okay, bundle up, stay dry.
That's right.
I'll go shopping. All right, that'll do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 5. We'll see you tonight at 6.
CBS 47 Eyewitness News is on air, online, and on the go. Take Eyewitness News with you and share your stories with us on Facebook, Twitter, and on yourcentralvalley.com. marching band, barred from practicing on their own football field. CBS 47 was on your side and helped them get the access they needed.
We're definitely thrilled that you were on our side.
See this story and contact us at yourcentralvalley.com. Eyewitness News investigates.
America once made a promise to middle-class kids. Kids like Mike Bloomberg. Work hard and you can make good. But Mike knew it was also important to do good. He built a company from scratch, creating 20,000 jobs with quality health care and paid leave. In the shadow of 9/11, Mike is elected mayor of a shaken city. He rebuilds, creating 400,000 new jobs to help the struggling middle class, improving care and safety for seniors, and raising teacher pay and graduation rates. After being mayor, Mike takes on new challenges, helping cities across the nation deliver for the middle class, providing scholarships for college, driving innovations in job training, helping pass gun safety laws, and supporting efforts to combat climate change. Now Mike is running for president to beat Trump and have the wealthy pay their fair share to build an economy that works for everyone. Mike Bloomberg for president.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Now yourcentralvalley.com, pros who know.
Looking for a new career like computerized accounting or truck driving? Contact PSR Vocational Training Centers now.